I don't know. I don't know what that was. I know. Good morning. It is Morning Mike's here in California, Southern California, brought to you by our friends, our amigos at Venbrook Insurance. Yes, it is important to love insurance people. It's not the sexiest business in the world, but these are sexy people. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Billy and Steve. And hello to the chat full of questions. There she is. Vicky says good morning. She's feeling good today. I feel something great happening to Vicky. Vicky, what is it? Everything that happens to me, everything that happens is I forgot the manifestation thing I was supposed to read. Does anyone else get a million of those on Instagram? And then some of them are like some guy in a truck who's like, trust me, I'm a life coach. Say this manifestation 100 times and then forward this to your friends. And you're like, there's a million knockoff experts out there. But anyway, I found one by Louis Hay that when I find it, I'll tell you tomorrow. I don't know. I think things just come in waves, right? We're on a little vibe right now, Steve, aren't we? Aren't we not feeling good? You feeling good, guy? Get on there and tell people how you feel.
No, I feel good. It's Tuesday.
I feel good.
Went to bed early last night. I don't think I slept as well as you, but went to bed early.
Well, I don't know what the hell happened to me last night. I went to bed at 8:20. 8:20. I got in bed at 7:45 to read Brett Baer's book on Teddy Roosevelt. And I don't know what happened. I took a half a gummy, not going to lie. The Camino Chill, it's a 5 milligram thing, but 2.5 milligrams. It just got me the heaviest eyes. And normally, so I'm not going to do that again because I really like to read. And the reading usually puts me to sleep. But I thought, let's just melt into the pillow a little bit. Truth be told, probably didn't need it. But I didn't get very far in Brett Baer's book. And he's my guest tomorrow on Hot Mics. We had a great interview with Bill O'Reilly. Thank you so much. Great feedback from that. Yeah, we love Bill. Bill's a tough guy, but we kind of went on. What was your favorite part of it? I wonder what people liked about it from him. A lot of feedback here on the Bill O'Reilly interview, I must say. Happy veteran. I mean, do you say Happy Veterans Day?
So it's not Memorial Day. I think you're
No, we're honoring, right? So to all the veterans in your life, if you are one in the chat, speak up. We love you and thank you for your service to the United States of America. My father was in the Army, and my brother, who's running for governor, as you know, was joined the Army when the Gulf War started. He was a student at Wesleyan University, which is a NESCAC school in New England, kind of a very nice school. Belichick went there. It's a very liberal, by the way, school. And when the Gulf War started, my brother left college to go sign up, and he went to basic training. There's no special treatment. Even he said, my uncle is Bush 41 is gone into Kuwait, and other young men are being called to action. And just because I said, I'm going to do it. And he did it out of service, out of country, out of duty. He just felt the calling. And so my brother signed up. And I will say this, it is my greatest regret. I never did. I never felt it was a calling. And later in life, I really regretted it. So if you got a young guy out there and he wants, your son or something, I don't know. I think that's just a great sense of purpose in life. And so to all those who have served, we love you, we appreciate you, and we thank you. Okay. Important to say that. Yeah. My son was in the Army. Shmeiha, you told us that. Your beautiful son. I hope he's doing okay. Joy, we think about him all the time around here. Since you were so kind to share his story with us. Diana Marie, good morning, everybody. Got my grandkids today. No school. Might not chat as much. Just wanted to say hi. You good. You know what? Get in there with your grandkids. Or put them on here. Let's see what those kids have to say. Throw them a link. Let's see how nuts they are. Yeah, like that, right? This is Look at this, Sarah Jean. I did it for the same reason at the age of 30. Thank you for your service, my love. Cuomo, O'Reilly, Billy B podcast. Oh, yeah. O'Reilly and I talked about our fellow friendship, our mutual friendship with Cuomo. I'm liking Cuomo a lot these days, like what he's doing. I'm watching Chris, and I think he's so free. You can see the freedom is gone from CNN, and it must have been a shit show when he was leaving or when he was forced out. Right? They said he was. Isn't that funny? They said he was cavorting with his brother, who was governor at the time, advising him. Well, I mean, I talk to my brother all the time. I'm having a fundraiser for him in Los Angeles tomorrow. I don't give a shit. Of course, I'm not on CNN. I'm my own guy. But, of course. And was he talking to Andrew during the mayoral race? Well, he was sure not to ever mention him one time. So he kind of, I guess if he's going to be on News Nation. But look, I'm hosting my brother tomorrow. He's rolling in here, man. Good for him. So, wow, 41 days of the shutdown. And the Senate voted last night to open the government. Thank you. What happens goes to the House tomorrow, Wednesday. They will, but by the way, we have to wrangle different House members. They've been on a paid vacation. They've been on recess. They haven't voted in 2 months. How about that, huh? Well, the rest of the government employees get laid off and furloughed, and these guys are running around basically on vacation at the House while the Senate is wrangling through their shit. Now you got to bring them back so they can actually go to work. 2,000 flights canceled yesterday. 2,000. By the way, not over yet because, the House has to vote and then Trump has to sign. Arrivals in Chicago alone delayed an average of 5 hours. So if you weren't canceled, you were delayed by 5 hours there. And that's just on a 4% service reduction. Thursday, it's going to be 8%. Friday, 10%. So it's going to get worse before it gets better, certainly in the skies. Here's my thing. I'm calling the Democrat senators who crossed over and voted with the Republicans for the continuing resolution. I'm calling them the Great Eight. Okay? I call them the Great Eight, but here's the thing. They're not great within their party. They're getting shit on by everyone in their party for doing the right thing, for feeling the pain for people who are been laid off and out of work. And so what did they do? They're gonna get the vote that they want on the Obamacare subsidies, but they capitulated to open the government. No one's taking it harder than Schumer. Schumer's getting killed for this. But I look at these people and what they did, and I don't see them as losers. The losers are the American people. The losers are the government employees who aren't getting paid. The losers are the air traffic controllers and us who fly in the sky. These people did the right thing. So they're the Great Eight to me, okay? And by the way, did you hear about the family drama between Jeanne Shaheen, one of the Great Eight? That's her on the right there. She's a senator from New Hampshire. Her daughter, Stephanie Shaheen, is running for Congress in the state. And she said, Mom did the wrong thing. She's more of a like a diehard Democrat, right? Party tower. And she's like, what do you think about your mom's vote to cross over and end the shutdown and vote with the Republicans? And she's like, Mom was wrong. Schumer is totally screwed. You know what that means? AOC is coming for his seat. The next senator from New York, replacing the current minority leader, Chuck Schumer, is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's crushing him in early polls, by the way. I'm from New York, from the city. I just can't imagine upstate New Yorkers are going to vote for AOC. I can't imagine it. I don't understand. I mean, New York, everyone I talk to in New York, I have no idea how they vote, but it's amazing to me how liberal that state is. By the way, the Democrats who crossed over did the right. I mean, they did the right thing. But Trump was brutal in all of this. He kept paying military and law enforcement. He kept them going, right? That's his base, while cutting benefits like food assistance and clean energy projects in only Democrat-led blue states. Whoa! I mean, that is brutal. He just hung him out to, how do you do this? Angus King, who's the independent senator from Maine, kind of an interesting dude. He's 80 years old. He's tall. He's like with great stash. He said standing up to Donald Trump didn't work. It actually gave him more power. Trump, listen, he loves hand-to-hand combat. There's nothing Trump loves more than to fight. So what happens? Well, the House votes tomorrow, and then, of course, Trump signs. We know that. And then the government has to rehire its workers and deliver back pay ASAP. In the meantime, how is Trump keeping himself busy? He's having a blast bombing more cartel boats out of the water. I mean, we have no evidence that these could be like little fishing boats. There were 2 more boats in the East Pacific, and there are 3 dudes on them, and they have an outboard motor. I mean, it's like, they're just bopping along, and boom. I think he sits there like, like a kid upstairs in his room, playing Call of Duty. I think Trump goes into the Situation Room, and he's like, come on, let's nail another one just before dinner. Come on, let's see. Okay, and hit him. They blow him out of the water. Oh, my God. Yeah, there are 3 guys in each of the boats, so 6 total. So far, we have killed, the America, Trump, 76 people have died in 19 different attacks. We are told that these are drug cartel-related boats, and we have no evidence of that. We're just going to say, good, okay, we believe. Moving on. By the way, that war against the drug cartels in South America especially is heating right up. The USS Gerald Ford arrives in the Caribbean this week. 5,000 sailors, and it has more than 75 attack, surveillance, and support aircraft, including F-18 fighters. This thing is coming down wicked hard. Woo! Forget those. If you got one of those little cartel boats and the cartel says, here, take this cocaine and take it right up on this narco trafficking route here of ours, I would be like, no, run away. Although they'd probably hang your family. The other final thing on the big guy, he pardoned Rudy Giuliani, a great henchman. He fought bravely to overturn the 2020 election, and finally Rudy got pardoned. Look, the rest of the scumbags. Chow, what's his name? Changpeng Zhao, the head of Binance, he's pardoned. Trump is Rudy is pardoned. All the characters. Here's one. The Supreme Court's very busy. I'm interested in this. So people thought, with Roe Wade and the fact that there's a conservative majority on the Supreme Court, that they would come for the 2015 landmark decision legalizing same-sex marriage. The Supreme Court has refused to revisit that issue. So they turned down a request to revisit the legalization of same-sex marriage. I think that ship has very much sailed, and I think the majority of America is just fine with it, me included. Okay, so the crazy hardcore conservatives want to come for that. Let it go. Just go. Stop being offended by what other people do. Just shut the up. Just shut up. Okay. You worry about you. You worry about who you're shagging. Okay. Now, they did allow Trump to stop issuing passports with gender identities other than male, female. And I also think a majority of people agree with that. We're just going to operate with M or F. You can circle one of the two on the passports, and that's it. All right. Where am I sports fan? Oh, who's a better golfer, you or Brett Baer? Our guest tomorrow on Hot Mike's Brett Baer. I will tell you who's a better golfer. Brett Baer. By far. He played college golf. He's got a beautiful swing. He's a compact fella. You know what I mean? Brett Baer he's a squared off guy. Hits the shit out of a golf ball is what I'm told. I've not played with him, but I know he goes to a lot of tournaments. I'd like to play with him. Next time he's in LA, I'm going to bring him out. How about some Hot Mike's Sports for a second here? Morning Mike's Sports. Goodbye, Brian Daboll, head coach of the New York Giants. Remember, he was AP Coach of the Year in 2022. He came in, somehow got us to a wild card position in the playoffs in his first season, turning around the Giants. We all thought this is the second coming. I mean, this guy's he's gonna be every. And then we won that wild card game against Minnesota, and after that, literally fell off a cliff. 2024 was horrendous, and this year has been the most embarrassing season for the New York Giants. We have lost 11 straight road games, given up 115 points in the fourth quarter alone. The fourth quarter has been a disaster. The Bears, the Niners, and the Eagles all scored 14 points in the fourth quarter. And don't forget Denver scoring all 33 of their points in the fourth quarter. I don't know what happened. I mean, we got great personnel. We have players. So Joe Schoen, who's the general manager, he survives. He's not getting fired with Daboll because we've got some decent picks. We've got great players. We've got Jackson Dart, which was a brilliant move to get him. So Shane survives. We've got some great defensive players. He makes it. But Daboll had to go.
Billy, are you okay with Shane surviving, though? Because sometimes you want to... Okay.
I'm okay with Shane surviving right now, only because we've seen promise. We beat the Eagles. We beat the Chargers. Those two games that we won, we looked like a different team. We have the ability. I think we have the ability. So I'm okay with Shane right now. And our offensive coordinator, Mike Kafka, is going to take over for the time being as the interim. We'll see, how far that goes. The Bears. I get so many friends who are Chicago Bears fans. I don't know why. And I'm getting so much chirping on the text. Like, maybe it's just because I'm I lose every week. But, is the chirping worth it? You know what I mean? Like, you're a Chicago fan. Are you packing for the Super Bowl now? You think you're going to go to the Super Bowl and win and all that? I mean, you'll make it far. You'll have a nice season, but you're not winning. So, zip it. Broncos, nice program right there. Did you know this about my first cousin? Joe Ellis was the effective owner of the Broncos. He worked for Pat Bowlen, the owner, and he was the chief operating officer of the Denver Broncos. And since the Bowlen kids, I think kind of a lot of feuding and a lot of ne'er-do-well. I mean, I think Pat Bowlen was not didn't trust his own kids to run the organization. So Joe, my cousin Joe, was the chief operating officer, but he went to all the owners' meetings. He was the effective owner and decision maker in the NFL owners' meetings for the Broncos. And Big Joe, so John Elway worked for him. And he engineered the sale to the Walton family, the new owners of the Broncos. He engineered it and checked out. By the way, he made his way working for Paul Tagliabue.
Oh, Paul.
At the NFL. May he rest in peace, Paul.
Billy, right here, I put it up there. Steal Derek. This could be a dilemma for you. What do you think for the Giants? I mean,
Belichick has lost it. Belichick is unhireable. He's unhireable.
I don't know,
He's lost it. No.
Giants, Belichick comes back.
Future Hall of Famer who's unhireable right now. I mean, it's crazy. No, he's made terrible moves at UNC. He's embarrassed himself. And it's not all about, as a coach, you got to make great decisions. His decision to date the 24-year-old girl is a terrible decision. But I don't know. It doesn't make him a bad coach. He's just bad coaching on his own right now. And she's clearly a distraction. I mean, she's a disaster. He's lost it. In the words of Susan, Belichick has gone off the rails. I would definitely have said before this season began, Belichick would be amazing for the Giants. Don't think they didn't look into him. I mean, how many teams didn't hire him? He didn't want to go to UNC and be what happened? I mean, it's just impossible to imagine a world where nobody wants to hire Bill Belichick on the sideline of their football team.
Here's the thing. There is a chance, though, that Belichick could be the coach of I could see it happening. Give it to the end of the year, next year, 8 months pass, the legacy, bring in a big name.
I love that you're looking at me because look on the screen. You're like, it's just the side of your face. You can look in the screen and talk to me.
Oh, that's true too.
Okay,
But you're right here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think Belichick, I'm more laughing thinking it could really happen and you're going to have this massive dilemma.
We're back to sideways. I like it.
I'm just thinking you could have a real dilemma here. All of a sudden, Belichick's your coach. The girl's on the sideline, the whole thing.
Yeah. Someone says, the dinger. What did I miss? Hey, Steve, the dinger. What did I miss? I think I just called Steve the dinger. Harding is his last name. Steve Harding. All right. So I call him the dinger. All right. So anyway, screw you, Brian Daboll. I'm sorry. You got to go. You had your chance. You had more than your chance. And it was a disaster. And the decision-making is bad. And goodbye. Kris Jenner's 70th birthday bash. I got to say, the Bezoses and the Jenner Gambles are like their best friends. Jesus Christ. What the hell am I looking at? Oh my God. Okay, let's slowly go. Where do you want to go? Right to left or left to right? I got to say, just total gut reaction, just complete raw honesty. Khloe. Wow. I know there's a part of you that wants to go super negative and be like, no, she was the chubby little whatever one, and now that's all fake, and she's had tons of work. Would I like to slow dance with Khloe? Yeah. Yeah, is she old enough? She's 30-something, right? She looks amazing. And I'm talking about the plastic surgery, and I'm talking about everything all in. The transformation is just whatever. You know, she's not my daughter. If my daughter came to me and said, Dad, I'm going to get all this work done, we'd have a discussion, and I would say, I'm not paying for that. But this is someone else. So I can just be judgmental like the rest of the world. Holy mackerel. And look at that. You knew somebody would say it, Steve. Isn't Khloe OJ's daughter? She's not OJ's daughter. There's no evidence of that. That's a terrible thing you just said. Absolutely not. Oh, go back to the... Whoa. We're not done with the lineup, dude. One and done?
I got excited.
Excited? Hold it. Now, to Courtney. Okay, Cleopatra. Look at that little... The little short bob bang action right there. Bobs and bangs. Okay, let me just get to Kim. The dress is phenomenal. Is that a dress? Is that a getup? Is that a costume? Is it a banging outfit or what? Woo! And by the way, she turned around every one of those pictures. Most of the pictures of her, Steve, are her are J-Loing. They're ass forward. There's like so many pictures are like, please see what has made me billions of dollars. That's a hot outfit. She looks amazing. There's no question about it. Now let's get to mom, the woman of the night, Kris Jenner, celebrating her 70th birthday. This is over the weekend at Jeff Bezos's house at the. She looks. I mean, she's crazy. She looks amazing. It's Dr. Steve Levine in New York did the face. She's admitted that. I like the fact that they're all admitting it these days. Oh, the Kardashian girls, at least, they're all coming out going, I did this, this is who did it, bada-bop. So, whatever, good for them. Kris Jenner looks amazing. Hot. Kylie right there, just, I mean, also, yeah. Yeah. You can get fired for ranking them, so I'm not going to rank. But I mean, Kendall, of course, is, whoa, whoa. But I don't know. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Now, forget about the fact that the giant decadent millions and millions of dollars of parties. People are, the inflation's high. The workers have been laid off. I don't know. If you had that much money and you wanted to throw a birthday for your 70th, would you do it? Yeah, you probably would. If you had all that money and Bezos was willing to throw it for you and he was in your cabal and one of your buddies. Okay, now you do it. All right, just like you'd fly to space. Now, show me the founder and CEO of Facebook, Andy Dick. You missed the timing. We're a little off on the chemistry. You showed me something else. There he is. Look at Zuckerberg, and the Mark Zuckerberg is at this party, bottom right, with look at these glasses. Oh my God. Well, you know what? At least I gotta say, he's been with his girlfriend forever. Okay? They did this together. His wife now. It'd be funny if he was with some complete, unbelievable, Russian model. That would be out loud laughter. But no, it's his wife who's the doctor. And I forget her name, but God, those glasses are absolutely terrible. He needs to have those replaced. Corey Gamble, man. There's Corey. They've been together a long time, Chris and Corey. I'm thinking 10 years now. Where's Oprah? Of course, Oprah was there. Yeah, there's Oprah. Is that Gail? That's not Gail, dude. Steve, that's not Gail King. That's someone else. Gail King is just, she would have gotten killed on the socials if she had gone to that too. Gail goes to everything. Gail loves this thing. By the way, Gail might be there and not photographed that night. Smart enough to be not photographed. Mariah Carey. There she is. Songbird. Place to be. Chris Rock, absolutely rolling in the house that night. Why not? Who's going to miss? Let me tell you something. If I got invited to this party, it's no question that I would go. Fantastic. Well, let's get into the out of focus photos here. Oh, I was just with Brian Grazer. I saw him at an event, a book party on Wednesday. So he clearly got some he got some big invites. Wait, look at Kris Jenner. I'm telling you right now, from this angle, this lighting, this whatever, the shoulders, the skin, the face. Okay, there's filters on this or something. This is crazy. I would totally make moves on her. 100%. If I walked into a party, I would say, that's a stunning woman. Hello. I would hit all over. Now, if someone then pointed to her boyfriend and said, that's her boyfriend, Corey Gamble, I would immediately go for the fastest exit. He's a big guy. God almighty. Yeah. Gosh, she's amazed. Next. Oh, God, these two they're just everywhere. Harry and Meghan, absolutely everywhere. They get the big invite to Kris Jenner's 70th birthday. Look at that. Yeah. Harry, by the way, gave a great answer as to why he was wearing a Dodgers hat when he's supposed to be supporting the Canadian team. It's part of the Commonwealth. His father is the monarch. He said, I didn't know what to do. The owners gave me the seats and they gave me the hat from the owner, and I've sort of get gifts from everyone. And that's part of my life, is to get free things and go places that no one can go to because I was once a royal and I'm not now. Even as a defector, I get these things. And yes, and also, when you're losing your hair like me, you'll wear any hat, which was a self-deprecating joke, and it worked. I think it paid off. Now, Of course, Harry and Meghan are there. Who's ready for Meghan Markle's holiday special? With Love, Meghan, a holiday celebration. It debuts December 3rd on Netflix. I can't wait. I'm reading straight from the press release. Together, friends and family deck the halls, create holiday feasts, craft heartfelt gifts, and share lots of laughs with simple how-tos to follow at home. It's a holiday wonder with warmth, tradition, and a generous dose of joy. Oh my God. So CNN is running this story, and they love to play along with the fact that, I don't know what they're hoping to get out of Meghan. They write in this article about, they say her series, With Love, Meghan, has been a success because it was renewed for a second season in March. It was not, they filmed all one season and they cut it in half. The renewal of a second season was agreed upon from the get-go. We'll film 16 very short 30-minute episodes, and we'll cut them in half as season 1 and 2. Will it be renewed again? I don't think so. But I do think there is a chance of a massive hate-watching audience. It's possible. I think people may watch it in droves, mostly to mine it for social media content. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like All's Fair, Kim's show, which the kids are now saying is, wait a minute, it's so bad. No, you say it's bad? It's good. Now it's apparently a masterpiece. I don't know what the hell's going on. Lynn says, I will wait to watch Megyn Kelly's parody of Meghan Markle's With Love. She and her friend were hilarious when they spoofed her show the first time. There's some guy that does Meghan Markle on social, and he has a huge following on Instagram. I got to find his name, but he trolls Meghan, and it's funny. I just think with comments like a generous dose of joy and all these things, it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's going to be wonderful. Maybe it's great. I don't know. We'll see what happens, as they say. Does anyone in the chat love Meghan? I just want to hear a good argument for Meghan. And English Dick, she's yours. So we don't want him, Andy. You can have Andrew. No. Andrew belongs to you. By the way, English Dick, the fact that Prince Andrew, the only thing that happens to him is he has his title stripped of him and he has to leave, the government taxpayer-funded home that he's lived in, and now has the shame of not having any titles and living with his brother on his private dime. That's it that happens to this guy for sex trafficking minors? That's it? You have to live on your brother's house and no titles? Your ass ought to be in jail. Randy Andy. Ugh. Gross, man. I like her. I think she gets too much unnecessary hate. Anna say Brandy. She's a fine girl. I'm sitting with it for a second to try and I don't know. I think she knew exactly what she was getting into when she married Harry, not knowing he was a prince. You didn't know, right? The red-haired guy that we all know, you don't know, is a prince. You fell in love, and you kind of knew what the family was. You had enough of a glimpse, and then you pull him out of there, but use that power to leverage huge deals over here. The jury's out as to whether it's all going to work perfectly, but she's embedded in the Montecito Mafia. The Montecito Mafia is a powerful group of very rich people with a lot of influence, and she is a core member of it. So I think in the end, they're the necessary support, public support or not, they're in the cool crowd, if you know what I mean.
Maybe it's just me, but I was in Montecito on the way to a soccer match a few times in the last month or two. I feel like you can feel it when you're there. There's this whole Megan, Oprah energy. You walk around it's like it's in the air there. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, look, I always say if I sit next to her at a dinner party, I'm going to find something I like about her that, I mean, normally, I mean, or I'm going to. Megan's okay. Don't love her, but I don't dislike her. She's very hungry, which is off-putting. But she, isn't near as bad as half of the Hollywood crowd. Okay. That's a straddling right there. That's called a triangulation. We'll take it. The Montecito Mafia. Oh, Lisa, believe me, girl, that's a real thing. The Montecito Mafia, there's some real shit up there, boy. Yeah. Oh. I used to like months ago, like a couple months ago, whatever. I was, there was sometimes there was this like a crowd that I felt like I had to keep up with for different reasons. Not going to go into it, but I'm so glad not to do that. You know what I mean? Like keeping up with who cares? I like keeping up with the Hardings. Steve right over there. You know what I mean? Steve's very rich. Deep into crypto, Steve. He's deep into crypto. A lot of money, so much money. New couple alert. We knew they were a couple, but IG official, baby. Instagram official at the Baby to Baby event. By the way, the Montecito Mafia, it's amazing. Does that mean if you went to Baby, you couldn't go to Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party? So every Baby to Baby is this organization that has become like the hottest ticket. It is the who's who crowd charity fundraiser. It is the place to be seen. The place to be seen at Baby to Baby. I've never gone. I've been asked to go several times. It's such a who's who. It's not about the money or the ticket. It's just, I don't know. It's a big hoopla. Oh, this one? It's an Aura ring. Everyone has one of these. An Aura ring? Explain that it's the health ring. It tells you your sleep numbers. It tells you, what your heartbeat is, and you plug it in. Yeah. It's not a wedding ring on my middle. This is what I say to marriage. No, I'm kidding. I'm very much want to get married again at some point when I meet the right girl. When I fall in love, it'll be forever, or I'll never fall in love. Steve? Speaking of love, Danny Ramirez and Jessica Alba. You know what Danny Ramirez does on his Instagram? I go in there. He loves out of focus pictures. But anyway, there they are. Now, here's a question that should upset most of the women in the chat. And that's not the purpose. He's 33. She is 44. 11 years younger. Now, I know, guaranteed, given the numbers right now, there are definitely women in the chat who are married to younger men. It has to happen. I'm sure that's, and it could be as much as 11 years in this case. 2 years doesn't count. 3 years doesn't count. I'm talking 10 years or more. Does it work? And people are checking out right now. They're, forget him. I'm never talking to him again. I'm just going to say, I don't think so. I don't think, I'm sure in certain places it may, like very rarely, but on the whole, you see, here it is. Here it comes, Vicky. My man is 13 years younger. Okay, so this is where I get into trouble because I'm plucking nerves. I just think that women are way more mature than dudes. And men, when you get to a certain age, like mine, most guys start freaking out about dying. And that's when they make the young girl move, is because they don't want to die. And they feel male potency like starts to fade. 10 years is not a big, I know, Joy. I'm getting off this topic right now before I lose everybody, but I can see that I'm just saying it takes a very special man. And guess what? You probably have him. Oh, shit. My hubby is 9 years older. Yeah, that's the sweet spot, Carol. My dad was 8 years older than my mom. Women, and by the way, it shouldn't be. I'll tell you what, if we could get to a place where women were with younger men, significantly younger, that would be a better deal. Why? Because men die first. And women always end up living 10 to 15 years alone after he dies. Now, you date, you marry a younger man, and you die together. Oh, God, I really need to. Anyway, good luck to the two of them. They're having great sex. I'm 56, and I'm dying to sleep with William Shatner and Robert Duvall. I want a 95-year-old man just humping and pumping away with me. Humping and a pumping. Yeah, okay. But I like that. Yeah, I tell you who else would like that. Shatner and Duvall. They'd be down with your 56. You're a puppy to him. How about this little couple? I don't know if they're a couple, but they're definitely together at a Halloween party. This is Orlando Bloom and an actress named Rachel Lynn Matthews. They went to a Halloween party together, and you see that she's wearing a blue. You can only see the top of it. She's dressed as Katy Perry, the astronaut, and then does this at the party. And then she's like, Orlando, take a photo with me. And Orlando is, what are you, an idiot? He took the photo. And of course, now the world has seen it. And obviously he thought it was just going to be a private photo for her because it was Halloween. And here we are, 2 weeks after Halloween, and we're seeing it now. All right. Let's get into the chat here. Tom Selleck is my old man fantasy. Oh, yeah. Oh, how's tall? 70? Yeah. Who's your old man fantasy? Old guys that have just been around for, just a long, you would, that skeletal. Yeah. Humping and a pumping, baby. That skeletal ass is just walking across your bedroom floor, saggy butt cheeks with literally no muscle tone to it at all. The old man body. And yet, there's something about that old guy that is just so, I don't know. Ooh, Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson has been since he and I were young. You would take down Mel Gibson. I love that. I'll date a younger man. There's Karen with an eye. I'll date a younger man. I'm 57. I think I could date a 53-year-old hot guy who has a great outlook on life. I think his name starts with B and ends with Y. Bobby? Karen, maybe. You never know, Karen. You're a flight attendant, which means you're gone, a good deal of the time. And I think distance makes the heart grow fonder. Maybe if we just had a little air between us, you know what I mean? I can't miss you if you don't go away. And you're always packing that roller bag, right? But very concise packing. No one packs like a flight attendant. Nobody. You see them walk through the airport and you're like, damn. Talk about economy. Who? Darcy. How? Tom Brady's your older man crush? Huh. I mean, how old are you, girl? You must be just a puppy. Sam Elliott. Oh, somebody wants to lay in bed with a very deep set of pipes. Good night, my love. Ooh, the chat's getting hot right now. De Niro. Yeah, maybe in the Irishman when they had him, moving as a 41-year-old. De Niro, I saw he's barely moving these days. I want to do George Clooney. Well, okay, now that's just getting right to the point here. I'd like to do him, right? In the mafia, when they do somebody, right? Rob Lowe. Oh, absolutely. I do too. And by the way, whenever I play golf, I do spend some time with Rob. I consider Rob a friend. And when I'm with Rob Lowe, I get a little handsy with him. I touch him, He smells good. You know, I give him a hug and I kind of hang in there for a second. I do love a man's smell. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what, ladies, it's all about pheromones. The problem with old guys is they start to rot a little bit. You know what I mean? The old man smell is a thing. And you see the white on the collar, and that's not good. But an old man who keeps himself together. Tom Selleck is 80 years old? Holy shit, where have I been? Oh. Alec Baldwin and Charlie Sheen. I do. Well, okay, you said it. Okay, a Baldwin Sheen threesome. Bill Belichick? Oh, get out of here, Jordan Hudson. Where are you? Jordan Hudson is in the chat. No way is Bill Belichick your old man crush. No. Every guy that played James Bond. Susan. Absolutely. Yeah, you know, Susan's, speaking of Susan, Jack Nicholson. Oh, you want a dastardly old man. Jack Nicholson said the funniest thing. I think he borrowed the quote, but it was at the Golden Globes when he stand up and he said, let me just share a little wisdom at my age. What did he say? He said, I've learned 3 things at my age. Never pass a bathroom, never waste a hard-on, and never trust a fart. Is that funny? Jack, Clint Eastwood. I mean, yeah, but now he's 95. He's 96. Clint Eastwood's 96. Oh, skeletal, you say? Robert Redford was mine. Oh, look at Donna. Bill Maher, but mostly for the intellect. Oh, you would throw him around like a rag doll. Bill Maher wouldn't stand a chance. He's a little fella. I've stood next to him, believe me. Oh, there's more competition coming in for Sam Elliott. Oh, Don Johnson. Great call right there. God, I love Don Johnson. Had an awesome interview with him at Extra. He came in. You know, I got to book Don Johnson. Steve, I got to write that down. And he likes me. Like he'll say yes to that. Let's get Don Johnson, guys. Don Johnson. He's terrific. Brad Pitt. Oh, yeah. Brad Pitt for sure. Oh, Cupcake. Billy Bob Thornton or Billy Bush. If you're talking about Billy Bush, I mean, if I'm your old man, you must be a young chicken there. You must be like 30-something years old. I'm like, if I'm the old man in this whole thing, I'm 54. I'm right in the sweet spot here. Ooh, Darcy's 20. Bruce Springsteen. Oh, yeah. Darcy, 27. Darcy's 27. Oh, yeah. So everyone's an old man, ding-a-ling for you. Matt Dillon. Good call. Have not heard from him in a while. Oh, my God. This one is would be really sexy. Tonight, we're going to make love, okay? And we're going to have some wine and music. Keanu Reeves, Immortal Vampire Energy, Billy Joel, Don't Ask Me Why, Billy Bob Thornton. There's something about Billy Bob that every woman agrees. He's just sexy. It's the way he talks, the way his word economy, right? What he says. He's a very small ass, though. You know what I mean? Doesn't a man have to have some ass on him? Because as you get to be an old man, the no acetol pills kick in and the ass gets concave. I'm constantly monitoring mine. You know what I mean? I do this. I'm in the mirror going, I'm looking at the lift and everything. I used to have running back ass. I still think it's holding up. Dennis Quaid, definitely. Dennis has got, his veins are popping out. He's peptiding in a huge way. By the way, I think I'm going to start the peptides. Game Day Men's Health, our sponsor, is coming in. New sponsor. And I'm looking at the peptides. I don't think I need the testosterone. I checked the testosterone and it's pretty good. The levels are good. Old man smell is not good. Lynn, you know what I'm talking about when it comes to, it's called OMS. Do you suffer from OMS? I know, when the sex talk, and sometimes it just flares up. You know what I mean? That's like any good relationship, Karen. A really hot relationship. Have you ever been in a relationship where it just turns on a dime? Like the heat between you is so raw. You could literally be talking about your aunt's funeral and fetching, getting pasta off the stove and putting it in the strainer while you talk about your aunt's funeral. And then suddenly, all of a sudden, it's on. It's just on. And it just happens. Yeah? Do you know what? If you don't know that, if you haven't experienced that in a relationship somewhere, could be tucked in the past, could be in it right now. That's a thing. That makes it worth living. Yeah, Donald Trump 20 years ago. Trump was sexy. He was sexy. I don't care what you say. I'm going to say that. I saw a clip the other day, one of my favorite clips, when Trump was on Larry King Live. And he pulls up and Larry's sitting there as he does. He leans forward like that. And Trump goes, Larry, first of all, I have to tell you something. Your breath is very bad. You got to back up a little bit. You got to back up. It's very bad. Larry goes, what? What are you talking about? He goes, yeah, it's bad. Anyway, that's the first thing Trump says. You got to go. Just look it up. It's one of the funniest. Oh,
stop. No, not you. He's saying Trump.
She said, Steve.
It's okay, Bill.
Steve. She said, I'm not.
No, I think she's
Sexy.
saying, Billy, stop. Trump is not sexy. Not you. It's okay, Billy. It's okay.
Pheromones. Wow. I think that's what she meant, Sherry, but I got to tell you, love your Reagan Bush hat by every time I see it. Reagan Bush 84. Trump was sexy. He's not sexy now. He was back in the day when he was wheeling around town and he could get away with, not working out. Now the not working out is finally caught up. Anyway, very exciting. That's where we left off. Should we end with a big laugh? Oh, first of all, the McRib is back. Forgot to mention that. McDonald's launched the McRib in 1981, and then they retire it and bring it back, and retire it and bring it back, and retire it and bring it back. It's now back again, and not since 2022. So the McRib is back. I don't give a shit. I never liked it, and I'm not going to go like it now. It's disgusting. What do you think is in that sauce, and where those ribs come from? I don't know. So great. It's a great gimmick, and it's been going for a long time. Enjoy if that's your thing. Let's end with, we talk about alcohol, sometimes here. We try to keep a good relationship with alcohol. We try to drink in moderation. We try to drink not at all for different periods. I sort of think I'm in a good place with the booze. Right now. I was no booze solidly for a month. And then 2 summers ago for 2 months. Now I'm back to a little bit of booze, but not too bad. And as a single man, I will say this: booze with women, like when you're like on a date, whatever, like it's a nice time to have a martini. Let's be honest. But here goes a guy who really needs to stop drinking. He made the news yet again for waking up somewhere. He had no idea where the hell he was because he had drank so much. It's one of the great news reports from Cape Town, South Africa. Take it away.
Well, you're certainly going to love this story, because waking up drunk at home is one thing, but waking up drunk in a different country, not knowing how you got there, is another. 34-year-old Malcolm de Bruin from Stellenbosch in the Western Cape swore to never ever drink again. This after he woke up drunk at Heathrow International Airport, not knowing how he got there. It is still unclear how he was able to board the plane from Cape Town International Airport. Well, according to his family, this is not the first ordeal with Malcolm the Brain swearing to never drink again. They recall back in February of 2025 at his ex-girlfriend's funeral service in church, jumping up in the middle of the service, shouting, "All right, where is the after party at?" Where?
His ex-girlfriend's funeral. He stands up and goes, "All right, where's the after party?"
My humble, my humble, my humble apologies.
my humble apology. He's so sweet.
I think we're gonna have to come back to that story. Oh my goodness! I never thought that these things are even possible to happen in South Africa. But
Isn't that beautiful? Oh God, they don't. It's like the local TV is shrinking so quickly. There's no co-anchor to jump in for him. They just leave the guy there. Oh shit! His ex-girlfriend's funeral. Hey, enough of this. Like, who gives a shit? She wasn't that good a person. Where's the after party? Oh. I'm coming undone, baby. All right, Brett Baer tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern. We're live with Brett Baer. Oh, we're not live. We're taping him earlier. Steve likes to be honest. Me too. We're going to tape with Brett Baer, but we're going to roll him back then, just a couple hours before. Can't wait to talk to Brett. We love Brett Baer. I got to say, he's a really decent, good man. We'll ask him some challenging questions, and then we'll have some fun. Crank that baby up. I got it. Old men, we like to sleep with. I'm selling. Jack, Bobby Ball. Sam Elliott got a lot of plugs out there. Sam, you had a good day today, Sam. You did well in the old man market, the old man sex market that we ran today on the ticker. Sam was up. Who else did well? Shatner got a shout out at 95. That was a good one. Thank you. Have a great day, Susan. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got to do it. I hate it. Got to do it. Shutdown's over. We like that. Grade 8. I'll attack those 8 Democrat senators. Give them some love, man. Thanks for ending the thing. My brother's coming tonight. Oh, the governor's going to be here. I mean, they're running for tomorrow. My brother will join us on Morning Mics. Yay! My brother's going to be here. Flies in tonight. We're going to a little fundraiser out in Pasadena, and then he spends the night. Then we got our thing in LA tomorrow, but he's going to be here, so he'll be with us tomorrow morning. Brother John, we love Brother John. He's a good guy, probably a great guy. Could be the front runner. Probably is. Trump always taught me, just say it.